Are you guys talking about the cryo cooler? Yeah, I have an EK one coming. I'm first on the list. I was the very first person that actually ordered the EK cryo cooler that morning. So I'm getting the first one. I'm getting the first publicly available one whenever it comes out. It sucks, man. Like, even though Linus has like 100 of these things to give away and I just want one, but I have to wait like everybody else, like, just give it to me so I can review the damn thing. Just let me review it. The problem is my review is gonna be fucking normal and legitimate and not sponsored. You know what I mean? Yeah, any product that anyone's actually sends me is gonna be like a hard review, you know what I mean? Not it's like, oh fuck this guy. Let's let him buy it and wait till he gets let's wait till he gets retail products, and then by then everyone's already bought theirs, so we don't have to worry about a bad review. That's the same thing as what like Activision does with their game releases. They always release their games with the store closed now. So like Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, both of these games released with their stores not in the game at all. And then they waited for the review cycle to go through. Bam, microtransactions come into play right the fucking day after, dude. And then essentially what happens is all the reviewers are not going to go back and redo all of their reviews saying how predatory this is. It's already done. The game's already sold. They've sold billions of copies. It's the exact same fucking principle, dude. I don't think I'm going to get review samples for a very long time, dude. Very long time. It's not in their best interest to send me a review sample. And as we know, most products are fucking shit, or most products have problems with them. So like sending me a review sample, I'm gonna pick out the fucking problems with it, right? Catching up. Fucking hate those sponsor hardware videos, dude. Go watch yesterday's what the hell is their stream called? The Linus what's their Friday stream called again? Fuck. Wow, I literally don't remember. Yesterday's stream, whatever Linus's stream was yesterday. And WAN show, yes, WAN show. Go watch yesterday's WAN show. Maybe about 3/4 of the way through, Linus talks about his sponsored videos, and he's like, he worded it very well. He was like a sponsored video is not a review. An unboxing is not a review. And he's like sponsored content, even though, like, so he said it was like, in their sponsored videos, if there's something extremely wrong with the product, they will push back on the vendor to make sure that they're allowed to say what's wrong with the product, or they won't do the review. So that's very good moral credibility on his part, right? That's good that he does that. But what he also said after that was that it doesn't matter, because when he does a sponsored video and he literally puts like flashing letters, sponsored video, 99% of his viewers thinks it's a review. And when he goes into the comments, they're like, wow, the awesome review, I just bought one. It does, like the companies know that. Like the companies know that if they sponsor a video through his channel, it just generates insane ROI, like return on investment. He can say it's sponsored as much as he wants, and he can say this is not a review as much as he wants. It doesn't matter, because people think it's a review. Like, people think anything he does is gospel. So, like, do you know what I mean? So, like, even though this guy has the most credible, morally correct viewpoint on, like this guy does no wrong at all. He's like 100% straight shooter. It doesn't matter though. It's not, human stupidity is not his problem, and it's not his fault. So he makes a fucking $100,000 deal with NVIDIA to say the 3090 is epic. It doesn't matter that his next video right after said that it was shit. The video right before it said it was amazing in the sponsored content, right? It's not his problem. It's not his fault. Catching up. The power of big channel. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's nothing to do with Linus, man. It's up to the individual to see sponsored content and see that and like he was that little part of the WAN show yesterday was incredible. I loved that part. All the Apple talk that they were doing was nonsense. It means nothing. But like when he actually talks about how his YouTube's algorithm works and how he has to approach sponsored content, I love that stuff, dude, because that's real knowledge. Like if you learn about sponsored content and YouTube SEO from Linus, dude, he's just do whatever the hell he says. You know what I mean? Like the guy's a god in our space, right? Of how to succeed with like clickbait and shit, right? So when he talks about his sponsored content and how like he was saying people in his comments were defending him and shit, saying like thanks for the great review, Linus. He's like, what the fuck? It wasn't a review, it was sponsored. It's not a review, it's sponsored. But like people, yeah, it doesn't matter. The RAM block should be here tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, I haven't gotten the RAM block yet, but it's like tomorrow or the day after, or Monday or Tuesday I should have it. But I probably won't do that content. I have like a whole roadmap of what I want to do with the YouTube channel. Let me catch up on the chat here first, and then we'll My Dixie Rect is now following. Sup? Welcome to the stream. Hang on, let me just catch up here. I forgot to put follower only chat and now we're falling behind. Street racing bikes? I never got into bikes. I mean, I have my motorcycle license, and I like after I got banned from NHRA, I got my motorcycle license and did some like I had a CBR 600 for a while. I was like, holy fuck, this thing is fast, dude, and it sounds epic, and you just like rip on the streets and shit. And then you're going like fucking 300 kilometers an hour before you know it, and you're just like, what am I doing? If I hit a fucking squirrel, I'm dead, dude. And I'm like, I need to get the fuck off this shit. And then I sold my bike. I'm like, fuck this, dude. Just the need for speed is ridiculous. It's ridiculous, dude. Catching up. Brain still growing to your 25-ish. Brain still growing, man. I know physically what you mean, but intelligent-wise, it never has to stop growing, dude. It's just like any other muscle. Keep training it. Read books. I know, like, read books is fucking cliche shit, or at least, like, even if you're reading like an old article about what memory timings do, at least you're reading and training your brain in some fashion. Just keep stimulating your brain with new knowledge, right? Always. Just like any other muscle, dude. No, they are legit. They are legit. A RAM block. A RAM block is on the same level as like a cryo cooler. Only works on Intel because Intel is thermally limited, right? If you put a cryo cooler on AMD, it doesn't fucking matter. A RAM block only makes sense on B-die and on an Intel system. This is the only scenario that you would get a RAM block. If you get a RAM block on Hynix or Micron chips, these chips aren't thermally limited. They're just limited by their design, right? So that's why you wouldn't get it. And you wouldn't get a RAM block on an AMD system because it only goes to 4000 fabric anyway. So you don't need it. You know what I mean? So it's a really niche product. Very, very, very niche product. You know what I mean? Same with the cryo cooler. You would never buy that unless you actually had a 10900K. It's a niche product, right? what my goal is to combine these two things together. It's obviously super fucking niche, right? But if you combine these two things together on an Intel system, I think that you can actually get 20% performance over Zen 3 if you have these two things. Like an actual bona fide 20% lead on a 10900K. That's my... So, with my YouTube channel, I'm going to be doing a personal build vlog. I'm going to word it something more clickbaity, obviously, but I'm going to be doing a personal build vlog of some sort. And then I'm going to try, and then every step of the process is going to be building the fastest gaming PC on Earth kind of thing. That's my goal. And it's going to be because of these two things with the power modded 3090. And I'll need 2 power supplies to do it, but whatever. You know what I mean? So like these two things, I'm thinking 5.5 gigahertz, 5.1 ring, and maybe like 4600 dual rank. You know what I mean? This plus power modded 3090 drawing like 800 watts. No fucking gaming PC is gonna come close to this, dude. No Zen chip is gonna come close to this. Not a chance. And then if NVIDIA releases SAM on top of that, dude, that's gonna be fucking fast, dude. That's gonna be fast as fuck. Zen's not gonna come close to that shit, dude. Catching up. Yeah, oh yeah, you can drop more than 20 degrees, man. If you keep even if you like, let's say my B die at 1.5 volts. Let me erase this. My B die at 1.5 volts can do like 4500 pretty well, but I can't maintain stability because it gets too hot in Warzone. So like they'll go up to like 55, 60 Celsius in Warzone, dude. Warzone's insane. Warzone is the ultimate fucking RAM stability test, dude. So I have to actually bring this down to 4300. 1.475 is the highest I can go for Warzone, and then it does maybe like 51C stable. You know what I mean? So if I put a water block on this bitch and got it down to like 30C all the time, dude, maybe I could do like 4800 or some crazy ass shit, dude. You know what I mean? Then I'll be limited by VCCSA, not by the actual RAM sticks themselves, right? All you're doing is just changing the layer of bottleneck, or you're changing the firewall that you hit next kind of thing, right? I wouldn't go past like 1.375 volt VCCSA though. I would rather just lower my timings more and not increase speed anymore. Because speed has diminishing returns. Catching up. Catching up. Dude, RAM speed is fucking everything, dude. Every single consult that I've had for Warzone has been war speed. I mean, war speed. RAM speed, dude. Every single consult has been RAM speed or timings. Every single fucking one, dude. For Warzone. Have you tried putting a zip tie on your RAM instead? You mean a fan? I have a fan on them right now. Those numbers I just gave you for temperatures are with a fan. Because you have to remember they're dual rank, right? 2 dual rank sticks. And they're smashed right beside each other. So you essentially have 4 banks of memory chips baking each other in a small section, right? 2x16 generates way more heat in a area than 4x8. Way more heat, dude. Way more heat. Like when I had 4x8, I could do 1.55 volt no problem, and they wouldn't really get that hot. 2x16, 1.45 gets just as hot, dude. Like it's fucking hot. You're doubling the chip density, and you're halving halving? You know what I mean? You're halving the surface area of cooling potential as well. So it's like a quadruple fucking heat problem. Catching up. At least with AMD, we only have to hit 3. That's true. Exactly. You can you don't have that. Well, yeah. AMD is better for 99% of viewers. Because you don't have to do any of this shit. You put the fucking Wraith Prism on there, and you put a fucking shitty ass 3600 kit, and you're like within 10% of a 10900K. Oh yeah, obviously this is the way better way better option, right? Of course. It's a no-brainer. It's like if you don't have the knowledge or the patience, even if you don't have the patience to deal with this shit, RAM blocks, overclocking, fucking all that nonsense, just get this. This is 99% of people. Definitely, I totally agree with that. It's weird that when you go back into my YouTube comments, everyone's always like, "Wow, you were completely wrong." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Nothing I said was ever wrong. 1% of people, 10900K is faster. 99% of people, Zen 3 is faster. I literally said this before Zen 3 even came out. It's not rocket science. Like, literally, like, what the fuck? Like, this is exactly what I fucking said. Like, what the, like, what is, like, yo, this video didn't age well. What? I literally fucking said this. I literally said this. What the fuck? Just because you're in the 99% doesn't mean that this is not true. It just means that this is true for you. Man, people are fucking retarded, dude. They're actually retarded. Just buy this. As soon as somebody comments something like that, I'm like, dude, just buy Zen. This channel is not for you. This channel is not for you. Just go buy Zen. Why are you here? Why are you fucking here? Or the other guy, there was this guy yesterday. He's like, why would you pull 800 watts from your 3090 just to beat a big Navi card? He's like, the big Navi draws 400 and almost matches it. I'm like, this channel's not for you. This channel's not for you. Like, just fucking leave. Like, goddamn. Jesus. How many times do I have to say this channel is not for you? Any good videos to watch on overclocking RAM? You have to go to BuildZoid's channel. He's the only guy that has overclocking RAM videos with any value in them. Like any value in the sense of going into actual timings, and he actually explains which timings relate to each other. So if you change one, you have to change the other in a certain ratio with it. Like, he goes through all of that shit. You have to spend like 20 hours going through his videos, man. Unfortunately, it is the way. Like, maybe one day I can just do a video just summarizing all that shit in like 10 minutes, just, you know what I mean? But like, in the meantime, you have to go to BuildZoid's channel for that shit. It's the only way. Going to like a Linus channel and him being like 3200 C16. If you want to overclock, you might be able to change this to C50. This is fucking useless, dude. It's completely fucking useless. No, it's useless. You have to go to BuildZoid's channel. Catching up. Dude, auto VCCSA is fucked. Holy shit. If I enable XMP on my Apex, it just mashes 1.5 volt VCCSA right away, dude. I was like, holy fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? If I, like, when I got my hero and I was doing 4x8, same thing. it mashed in 1.5 volt VCCSA right off the bat. It was like 1.4 VCCIO. I was like, this is gonna fucking wreck my chip, dude. What is Asus doing with this shit? All board manufacturers do it, dude. All of them do. Because you know why? If you enable XMP, because okay, I had one consult. I had one guy who enabled XMP on his Zen 2 system. I told you guys about this guy. And the XMP on this guy's memory kit only put his SoC voltage to 1.1. And he was getting blue screens in Warzone while he was streaming, and all I had to do was go in there and change it to 1.2, and it fixed everything, right? So like, from the motherboard's perspective, the guy doing this is gonna be pissed off, and maybe he'll buy another vendor's motherboard that would have done this from the factory. Right? So it's in the motherboard's best interest, motherboard manufacturer's best interest. Just mash the fucking SoC, mash the VCCSA just so it works. Regardless of silicon quality, just mash that shit. And then if you blow the chip up, it's Intel's problem. And then Intel, they don't do this, but Intel will be like, hey, did you enable XMP? You're like, yes. They're like, well, that's not under warranty then. Because the fucking motherboard mashed in 1.6 VCCSA in that shit. You, like, whose fault is it? Like, what the fuck? Is it the RAM manufacturer's fault? Whose fault is it? It's literally nobody's fault and everybody's fault. But like, do you message, obviously if that ever does happen, just go to Intel and say no XMP, I did not enable it, and they'll give you a free chip. GN did a really good review on that one. Very good video by GN, go check that shit out. Where they actually called Intel, and they actually, like, I think they only had one guy that actually asked about XMP. All the other ones were just like, here's your check. So like, Intel is taking the hit for, maybe that's why they do it. Intel is taking the hit for motherboard manu. Someone just followed. Thanks again. I didn't see the name though. Yeah, like what was I gonna say here? Yeah, Intel is taking the hit for manufacturers bumping up their VCCSA, right? Catching up. More like 0.1. No, that's not true, dude. The 10900K IMC is way better than people think, dude. Way better. It's mainly the motherboard that's limiting people. Like from all the consults that I've done, the 10850K, 10900K, like all the consults that I've done that have had these chips. Most of them are pre-built. Most of them are pre-built. All the iBuyPower ones and all of the Digital Storm ones have had the shittiest fucking motherboards that you could possibly imagine, dude. The Digital Storm ones were Z490P Asus. Literally the cheapest one that you can buy. The iBuyPower one was a Z390 Gaming 4. Fucking some random shit. And then the other one was a Creator one. It was like Z490 Creator from Asus or whatever. I couldn't even get 4,000 on these fucking things, dude. It's not the IMC, it's the motherboard. Like they have like 4-layer PCB with like no error, with like no trace equalizing shit. Like all the traces are different lengths to the fucking CPU socket. Like, dude, it's not the IMC. It's like if you take a 10900K and you put it in an Apex, I guarantee they will all do those RAM speeds. All of them, dude. Or a Z490 Dark. But I wouldn't buy EVGA shit anyway. Fuck those guys. But if you get these motherboards, or if you get like Z490 Godlike or Extreme, these ones are 8-layer PCBs. They would do it too, right? Like you can't just like throw a 10900K and a $50 fucking Asus Prime motherboard and then say, oh, the IMC sucks. No, dude. The IMC is fantastic. It's just that everybody cheaps out somewhere along the line. Everybody. Because it's easier for these guys to make margins on the motherboard than it is the CPU. So, like, the guy says, I want a 10900K. But, like, okay, here's your 10900K with a Z490P with your stock power limits enabled. And then the guy buying this is like, cool, I have a 10900K. Like, they don't know what the fuck this means. You know what I mean? Pre-builts are kind of a scam, to be honest. They're kind of a scam. Catching up. Those Viper 4000s, can I OC them to 4400? Yes, you can, but a Z390 won't do it. Of all the Z390s that I've tested, the fastest I ever got was 4266 with the Viper sticks. And it's not a Viper stick thing, it's a platform thing. You just can't go faster on that platform. Unless you have a dark. Catching up. Alder Lake is launching second half of 2021. Didn't know they want to launch so shortly. I think they do. I don't think they even want to make 11th gen, to be honest, because they know it's gonna suck. I feel like they promised 11th gen. I feel like they promised 11th gen for LGA 1200 compatibility, but they don't even want to make this shit, dude. It's gonna lose. It's fucking 8 cores and it can't clock as high. The 10900K is still probably gonna win, to be honest. If you're doing 8 cores, why wouldn't you just get a 5800X then? It would be better. The IPC is way fucking higher. You know what I mean? I don't know. And then you also don't have the fucking double CCX fabric problem. How can people make EVGA pay for screwing for the Win 3 customers? Oh, dude, did you go on yesterday's stream when GN and Jay were doing the liquid nitrogen kingpin stream? And then a few people were like, hey, what's happening with the For the Win 3 problem? Those people got auto-muted, dude. Auto-muted. So they could, like, and then I went on an alternate account into the stream, and I was like, hey guys, I worded it really nicely too. I was like, hey guys, has there been any comments on the For the Win 3 balancing problem? I worded it like that. Auto muted, fucking gone, dude. On an account that was completely like it was like Pliers 2 or something like that. My account gone. Auto muted. They don't want to deal with it, dude. They don't want to fucking deal with it. They do not want to deal with that shit. They don't have to deal with that shit. The card's selling out anyway. In order to make them pay, just don't buy their products ever again, dude. That's the only thing that you can do. You just have to. You know how everyone always says vote with your wallet? That's all you can do, dude. That's all you can do. Like even because it will catch up to the company eventually. When EA fucked me over on Battlefield 3 by paywalling a map pack, I never ever bought an EA product ever again. And Battlefield 4 was a success or whatever. What happened though? It caught up with them. They released Battlefront, Star Wars, tanked. They released Anthem, tanked. Battlefield 5, tanked. This company is going under because more and more people are like, fuck this shit, dude. So all you can do is raise awareness, make boycott videos, tell your friends, that kind of stuff. Don't buy their products, raise awareness. That's it. Raise awareness. Never buy. Never buy EVGA again. That's all you can do. And it might not make a difference now because they're selling the cards out. It might not make a difference tomorrow, but just like EA, it will catch up eventually. It will. It will fucking. That's all you can do, dude. It's a long haul game. It's not instant. If you like making someone pay for fucking you over is rarely an instant gratification type of thing. It takes a long time, dude. You gotta plant those seeds for a long time. Just be patient. One day, they will be like, what have we done? And then you're standing on top, dude. Saying I told you so is a patient man's game. Just be patient. That's all you can do for now. Catching up. Huh, interesting, Mr. Bossman. Yeah, dude. He probably linked one of my fucking videos too to sell it. Have you heard Nvidia will be, yeah, oh yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. That's why I was saying, Nvidia releasing their own SAM. That's why, people that are in my comments and they're like, bro, 6800 XT matches the 3080. I'm like, no, it doesn't. No, it fucking doesn't. It's like, first of all, wait till Nvidia releases their own version of SAM. Second of all, release the power limit on this. If you like if the 6800 XT is already doing 2.4 gigahertz and you release the power limit on this, what are you gonna get out of it? 2.5? Like this, like the AMD fucking chip is not power constrained. The 3080 is. You unlock the power limit on this, draw 650 watts through this bitch. There's not a fucking chance it's gonna lose, dude. Not a chance. People have to ignore power limits when making those claims. Power limit is everything. Because when you are buying a product, always think about what you can do after to add performance. Don't look at so this is like a frame chaser type of thing. If you are buying a product, what can you do to add performance after? You cannot add memory bandwidth. You cannot add more RAM. And you cannot add more cores, CU/SM, right? What you can add are two things: voltage and power. Those are the only two things that you can add to a GPU. Now, take a 3070 for example, 250 watt card, 46 SM. 2080 Ti, 250 watt card, 68 SM. Both of these cost, say, $400 right now. The average pleb is going to go for this because Nvidia said it was faster. Because Nvidia said this is the new flagship, whatever the fuck you want to call it, you know what I mean? FrameChasers, when you look at this, what you're gonna think, what can you add to it when you're buying it? You can't add SMs, you can't add memory, you can't add bandwidth. What can you add? Voltage and power. What's gonna happen when you add voltage and power to these two cards? Right? This is gonna fucking fly away, dude. Fly away. This will be 40% faster than this card. Do you know what I mean? When you're looking at a 6800 XT versus a 3080. I almost put XT. What can you add to these cards? Voltage and power. So granted, this one has more SMs and more memory, but doesn't have a bit more memory bandwidth. So what can you add to these? Voltage and power. What happens when you unlock both of these cards to 600 watts? Is this one gonna benefit at all? can the node go any faster than it already is? Can this 7nm node go any faster than 2500 megahertz? Does it even scale that far? We already know that past 2200 it doesn't. It's like a 3% performance difference going from 22 to 20. That's it. That's it. Adding power to this does nothing. Adding power to this gives you 30 more %. Right? If you're looking at these benchmark numbers from a perspective of out of the box, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Huge disservice. Always look at what can you add. What can you add? Intense Games is now following. Sup, man? Welcome to the Discord. I mean, the stream, the Twitch stream. What can you add? It's not like you can fucking solder more memory chips on there. Well, you know what you can do? Actually, who are those guys when the 2080 Ti came out and then the 2080 Super came out? The 2080 Super came out with 16 gigabit per second memory chips, and then they fucking harvested 2 of these things and soldered on the fucking memory chips on the 2080 Ti, and it boosted it by like 15 fucking percent. I mean, I guess you could do that. Yeah, the Galax guys, that's what it was, the Galax guys. Yeah, dude. So I mean, you know, like, if that would be such a sick fucking experiment though. If this has like 14 gigabit per second memory on it, dude, you take two 2080 Supers and you fucking do that shit again, then maybe it would scale further. You know what I mean? That'd be fucking sweet. That would be such a good test. I hope somebody does that. That's completely beyond the scope of what my skills can do, but that would be a sick fucking test, dude. Hang on, let me catch up here. Oh, the Linus Secret Shopper is my favorite series, dude. Secret Shopper and Scrapyard Wars are fantastic. And every time he does those videos and they're like, we promise we'll change, we're gonna set up new procedures, not once have they changed. They still have their call centers in India. All those fucking people were Indians on the phone, not in a racist way. They're like from India, you know what I mean? Except I Buy Power, I think. They actually had an American in there. Like, that actually spoke proper English, right? But it never fucking changes, dude. Sell the warranty. Sell the fucking nonsense. Give them a single channel RAM. It's such a fucking shit show. Oh yeah, I guess you could make memes. Make memes about EVGA, dude. So, Precision, thanks for the cheer, my man. Hang on a second. I'm about to resell my Kingpin for 4K. They only made 200 worldwide, and everyone wants one after the stream. What was special about the stream? I would fucking flip that shit, dude. If you actually have one, flip the hell out of it. You could, dude, a Kingpin in not an average user, let's say a power user, a Kingpin in a power user's hands will perform the exact same as a Zotac in a power user's hands. Just unlock both of the power limits to fucking 750 watts. They'll do the exact same. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna fucking take your Kingpin classified app and shove 1.2 volts into an ampere card? And then what? Draw 1100 fucking watts for an extra 50 megahertz? No, dude. Just buy the fucking Zotac. Who cares? What a fucking ripoff those cards are. Will you be looking into the whole running a 2-pin BIOS on For the Win 3? That's a good idea, yeah. I might even try that on my Strix, but my Strix isn't power limited now anyway, so there's no point. But The thing is, the For the Win 3 right now is in my wife's rig, and it's running so well, and she plays so much Warzone. I don't want to take her card out and start dicking around with it and shit and trying all this fucking random shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to the wife, stability is the primary focus. So if her computer is working right now, I just don't want to fuck with it with the For the Win 3 right now. I need to try and get a goddamn water block, dude. That's what I fucking need. Hang on, does Optimus have them in stock? I'll even just buy an Optimus at this point, dude. I refuse to spend $400 for a fucking Optimus block, but nobody is making For the Win 3 blocks. Nah, it's sold out. Yeah, fuck it. Nobody's making For the Win 3 blocks, man. Watercool, 3090. Watercool.de. Do these guys have it yet? They're supposed to come out in December, I believe. Oops, page cannot be found. What the fuck? Why? Heat Killer V. Huh. EK Water Block does not have one coming. I asked them. They're not making one. Aaron Dite is now following. Sup, man? Welcome to the stream. When I asked EK if they're making a For the Win 3 block, so apparently what happens between EK and Heat Killer, not Heat Killer, Watercool.de, these guys apparently kind of seesaw and cycle with each other. So like last generation, EK made a For the Win 3 block, and Heat Killer made a Strix block. And then this generation, EK made the Strix block, and now Heat Killer is not making a Strix block, but they're making a For the Win 3 block. And then EK is not making a For the Win 3 block. I don't know if they have an agreement of some sort to not compete with each other, but they do that every generation apparently, from what I've learned. I just learned that the other week. So EK is not making a For the Win 3 block. Like the high-end water cooling manufacturers take turns making the high-end water blocks, I guess, to increase their margins and reduce competition, right? So like if only EK makes the Strix, then you have to buy an EK block for the Strix, and there's a shit ton of Strix cards, right? And that reduces R&D cost of making a For the Win 3. If Heat Killer is the only brand that makes a For the Win 3 block, they get the entire For the Win 3 market. No competition, no second R&D cost. It makes sense. Why wouldn't they go in cahoots with each other, right? It's like, I'm not sure if that's illegal or not. Probably not. They can make whatever the fucking products they want, right? But it's a smart move, R&D cost-wise, right? They can both take half the profits and double the R&D, or half the R&D, double the profits. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Hang on, catching up. Did you add that funny meme I sent you? Not yet, man. Private message it to me, and I'll add it later. Well, my buttons don't even fucking work, dude. Catching up. Catching up. Lapping GPU die is actually not that extreme. I was almost gonna lap them out. Like when I had the mounting pressure issue on my Strix, I was this close to lapping the fucking die, dude. I'm like, fuck this. I'm like just gonna lap the fucking die. It's no different than lapping your CPU die. It's no different. It seems a lot. The first time I lapped a CPU die, I was pretty fucking sketched out. But the more you do it, you're like, okay, this isn't that big of a deal. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. What's the power supply recommended with a 3900X and a 3080? If you're oh, Wolfpack, I think you have a consult, dude, right? If that's the same Wolfpack. I would say 900 watts, you're okay. If you don't power mod these, you're probably fine. If you don't power mod this. If you do power mod this, then yeah, 1200. I would say it's okay. I got by with a 1200 with a power mod of 3080. Doesn't the KP have extra caps for higher memory core overclock though? Yes and no. Even if the Kingpin does 2200 out of the box, and you have a Zotac that does 2100, you can just add your own caps, which is, I already did that in the 3080 series. You're gonna pay $2 grand for this fucking thing when you can buy this one for 1500 and spend $10 on caps and just solder that shit yourself? You know what I mean? Always buy the cheapest fucking model that you can find and mod it yourself. Always, dude, always. Even my Strix, I'm like, why did I buy this thing? Because at my initial impression of the 3090 with 82 SMs, I thought that you would need 3 8-pins to power it. But I haven't seen my 3090 Strix pull more than 700 watts in a game yet. Even in a 4K, like, heavy-ass fucking game. So 700 watts is easily doable with 2 8-pins. You don't need the third 8-pin. I thought it was gonna pull more power than this, but it doesn't. Like the 3090 silicon quality is quite good. It's quite good. There's not a lot of what's the word, leakage? There's like put it this way. My 3080 with 68 SM pulled 650 watts in games, dude, at 2200 megahertz, right? My 3090 with 82 SM is pulling 700 watts in games at 2160 megahertz. The silicon quality of this is quite a bit better. Like so much so that you don't need the third 8-pin. You know what I mean? So if I knew, like, I figured it was gonna draw like 800 watts in gaming, but it doesn't. It doesn't go past 700. And Time Spy Extreme will maybe pull like 770 watts. And like Time Spy Extreme is way harder than any other game, dude. And if I'm playing Warzone, it doesn't go above like 550 watts. You know what I mean? So yeah, like you don't, like 2 8-pins is more than fine. If I had to do it all, like let's say I was a consumer and I had to go back and do it, or if I was like a FrameChaser follower or subscriber, and I was like watching myself, you know what I mean? I'd be like, huh, he's only drawing about 700. Okay, the benchmark video is the next one coming up. I just finished my benchmarks last night, and I might actually go back and post what each game drew in terms of power. I think that would, or I might do a separate video on that. That would be really useful. Like here's the benchmark FPS. Here is my clock speed, and here is how much power this game drew. I think that would be really good value in a video, right? Knowing what each game power draw was. So, but yeah, if I was like watching myself and I was like, huh, his 3090 is only drawing top 700 watts in gaming, I don't need the third 8-pin. I'll just save the money. You know what I mean? Just buy a reference one. Buy a reference 3090, 2 8-pins, and you got your cheap ass water blocks for them. That's what I would do. I wouldn't worry about these higher end models at all, dude. Not at all. Higher end models are for like liquid nitrogen and XOC. And if you are really paranoid about it, just get a Gaming X Trio, dude. The cheapest the cheapest triple pin. Just get that one. Who cares? But other than that, get the fucking cheapest reference that you can find, dude. It's fine. Let me catch up here. Catching up. EVGA, that's what I think too, man. I think because Tin left EVGA, I think that's what's happening right now with all the fuck-ups. That's just a theory though, we don't know. But like the fact, like I think Tin was running the show way more than people think, dude. All the fuses, the fucking load balancing, all that, like it just screams of like negligent engineering. You know what I mean? Just like really dumb fucking engineering, right? And it can't be a coincidence that Tin left EVGA and all these problems came out. It could be a coincidence, but it's convenient. It's fucking convenient, you know what I mean? It's really convenient. That's probably also why the Kingpin card is so cheap, too. It's probably not as good as people think it is if Tin didn't work on it, you know what I mean? And like even when you were watching the stream yesterday, Kingpin was kind of just throwing like shotguns at a wall and seeing what stuck with overclocking, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where Tin went, but they lost a big asset there, dude. They lost a big asset. Hey man, how are you doing? Any tips on how to get the most out of 3090 FE? 3090 FE is just power mod and water block, dude. The same as any other card. That's it. Or just leave it alone. Like, you can't do anything with it except just leaving it alone. What are you gonna do with it? Maybe, oh no, you can't even. The FE cards, you can't flash BIOSes on them because they're a separate, NVIDIA locked these ones down. So you're literally just stuck with it unless you do this. That's it. You can't do anything with it. EK water block. I know they sent me one too. They're not lying. They're not lying. When I first asked about the Further Wind 3 block, they're like, yes, we're making it under production, whatever, right? When I got my Strix water block sent to me, and I ordered my cryo cooler, I was like, hey guys, I got my cryo cooler coming. Can you get that shit into me quickly? What's the status on the For the Win 3 block? And then he replied, this was whatever day they released the cryo cooler is the day I have my information. That was the day that they said we're not making a For the Win 3 block. Whatever day that was. So go back and check to see how old your email was, and then see when the cryo cooler videos came out. That is how recent my information was. But as far as I know, they're not making one. They're not making one. I wonder if Kingpin BIOS will have a higher voltage. Probably, that's the whole point of buying a Kingpin. But why would you do that though? I already explained that. If you do 1.2 volts on Ampere, you're looking at north of 1,000 watts, dude. For 50 megahertz of speed. Why would you bother? Just do the 700 watt and take the 50 megahertz hit. If this is worth 500 fucking extra dollars to you, man, that's a different breed of person. Oh yeah, Kamidori answered it. Yeah. It's only LN. You only need the voltage for LN2, man. Doing that shit on water is a huge fucking mistake, dude. Voltage and power do not scale with these cards. Well, actually, I already did the voltage scaling video. I'll do another one for the 3090 because the silicon quality is so much better. But like with the 3080, as soon as you go over 900 millivolts, go back and look at that video, man. The graphs like this. You hit 950 millivolts. Oh wait, you can't see it. You hit 950 millivolts and it goes like this right away. Like this is like 950. This is like 1 volt. This is like 1.1 volt. Like, it doesn't scale, dude, at all. Like, and then you go 1.2 volt, it's like fucking whips back this way. Like, you know what I mean? The ampere cards don't scale with voltage. Fucking 30 megahertz, man. Where's lolhacks at? And fucking Scarecrow. Where's Scarecrow? Oh, there you are. You're the one that said it. Oh, Christ. It's ridiculous. Do you know what their memory was doing? My highest pass was 1565. Gaming was 1375. On a 3090, that's really high, dude. I doubt that it would actually scale that far. Are you going to add caps onto your Strix? Probably, because my Strix does 2160 right now in gaming. I think if I add caps, it would give me another 30. You know what I mean? Like not now. Like, I'll probably add the caps when it's like maybe in a few months during like a slow news season. Because I have all my shunts glued right now, so I still have my warranty intact. As soon as I start soldering caps on there, my warranty is gone, right? So maybe I'll wait a few months before doing this, or at the very least, what I'll do is I'll work on a few more consults. Like let me do maybe another 3 or 4 consults, and then I'll have $1,500 extra in the bank that I can spend if I blow this 3090 up. That's what I would, because I don't have like, I don't have review samples of free shit being thrown at. I have to actually work for it, right? So let me save up some money so I have some money in the like my non-day job money, like extra cash. Then I'm okay doing it. But for now, I'm not gonna wreck the warranty on my Strix just yet. You know what I mean? Just yet. And then I also need an extra $1,500 in my bank account for my wife's For the Win 3 as well, for when I start modding that shit. So I need like $3 grand ready to go before I start modding. So I gotta start pumping out these fucking consults, man. And there's a lot of consults, man. It's really good money, but I need to have like YouTube product reserve money. You know what I mean? That's what I'm working on. I'm working on getting a buffer fund of some sort for YouTube and like let's say Intel releases some fucking crazy ass shit like the cryo cooler. I need the buffer fund to be able to order that shit right away, right? Without having to wait. Because the reason why that's important, I could have gotten a 5950X on launch day. The guy fucking messaged me. He's like, "Do you want this?" And I said no, because I didn't have the buffer fund, and I didn't know if it was gonna be as fast as or not. I didn't want to blow my own fucking personal money on this, right? Now that I know that it might match or tie it, which it won't, I spent the money on it. Because, and also, Puget Systems said it was the best rendering CPU. So I'm okay spending my own money on it. But if I had the fucking buffer money, I could have got it on launch day. Right? I gotta get buffer money going here. Before I start doing all this modding shit, need buffer money. So give me your fucking money. Catching up here, catching up. I was hoping to see 1500. Yeah, it doesn't pull that much power, dude. I overshot as well. I literally thought that the like precision shoot 100. 1 second. Thanks for the money, dude. Thanks so much. Instead of bits, Don't use bits. Instead of bits, just go to the donate button below. You still get a notification, but Twitch doesn't take any of the money. It goes straight to me. You know what I mean? Bits, Twitch takes half. Not that I'm not appreciative of it, but I'm saying, like, you know what I mean? Don't give Twitch your money. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I assumed. Thanks for the tip, dude. I really appreciate it. There you go. See, I got the whole $5. Twitch didn't take shit from that, right? It's much better. But I assumed that the 3080 silicon quality was the same as the 3090, or maybe a little bit worse. But the 3090 silicon quality is much better, dude. It's pulling much less power with more VRAM and more SMs. You know what I mean? So it just doesn't pull that much power, dude. It's quite efficient. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like I'll do a video on voltage scaling on this one, and then I'll pull up my 3080 voltage scaling graph, and then I'll add this onto the chart so we can kind of see what's going on, right? That'll be a really good video to do. Let me catch up here. The reason why you're behind the LN2 guys, Anonymous tip, thanks Anonymous, whoever that was, I really appreciate it, dude. What was I gonna say here? Oh yeah, the reason why you're so close to them on Port Royal is because Port Royal doesn't draw any power. It's a ray tracing benchmark. And the reason why voltage scales in Port Royal specifically is because it doesn't draw any power. So, but that's an XOC thing. So if you do like 1.3 volts on ampere in Port Royal, the power draw might be okay because this benchmark doesn't pull any power. If you did that shit in Time Spy Extreme, yeah, it's a different fucking animal, dude. Different fucking animal. That's why all these guys are doing Port Royal now, because it doesn't draw any power. It's a much easier benchmark. That's literally why everyone and their fucking mother is doing Port Royal now. This shit draws like 200 watts, dude.
Hello, motherfucker.
Sup, Fire 2 play. I gotta turn that shit off. I don't even know how you guys do that shit. Yeah, your performance based on a Port Royal benchmark is fucking meaningless, dude. It's actually meaningless for gaming. Gaming pulls more power than Port Royal, dude. Like Warzone will pull more power than Port Royal. That's why everybody does it. It's easy. It's easy to run. Let me just catch up here. I think the 2-pin BIOS on the Furtherwind 3, what I think it does there is it doesn't change the load balancing, but it makes the third 8-pin ignored. Like it makes the ratio ignored. So this one can end up just pulling 150 watts through it, while the other ones are pulling 120. That's what I think is going on there. Like it turns off the monitoring for the third 8-pin. Do you know what I mean? Let me catch up here. My voice is going to fucking shit here. Wow! It's been an hour and 50 minutes. We didn't even do anything. I wanted to check Big Navi benchmarks. Blood Pearl, no more money, dude. Holy shit. Dude, too much money. Dude, you give me like $100 a week, dude. No more. Thank you so much, but no, you're fine. Please, no more. No more, dude. No more. Please. That's That's fuck, dude. That's so much money that you're giving me. Let me at least like let me at least consult your computer, dude. I'll fucking overclock it for you. A text to speech donate button would be fucking sweet, dude. That's a good idea. Then people can like talk on my stream when they donate. That's a fantastic idea. Good man, coffee. Good man. Text to speech donate button. That is a good idea. I'm gonna figure that out for later. That's a fantastic. Yeah, Wraith, thanks so much for subbing, dude. The subs make a huge difference, dude. I was pretty much able to buy that cryo cooler with sub money without having to spend my own money, so I can test it. You know what I mean? That's huge. On day one, I didn't have to worry about reviews. I just bought it. You know what I mean? That's the idea. The more cash. Well, we already went through that. The more cash that I can get in the buffer fund, and I'm working, like I'm also spending my own time working towards the buffer fund so that we don't have to fucking do this product review shit, dude. And product samples and all that fucking shilling. Except if it's Manscaped. If it's Manscaped, I'll shill that shit. Oh, that's the other thing too. Yeah, you can just buy the Elmore. EVC2. Don't get a Kingpin, just get this. Does the same fucking shit, dude. Who cares? Let me just catch up on the chat here, one sec. $620 watts on GPU. Robix. I don't think I've ever seen you before, Robix. Yeah, he said 620 watts in Port Royal at 1.36 volts. That must have been what the LN2 guys were pushing. So keep in mind that LN2 drops power draw a lot because it's so cold. But you could assume maybe 800 watts on water? That's fucking nothing, dude. My 1.1 volt TSC does this, dude. You know what I mean? Port Royal is such a fucking trash benchmark for, like, it's a trash benchmark for, like the fact that, whoever it was, Brad? Yeah, the fact that Brad can get fucking behind the XOC guys in Port Royal. You're 6th on TSC? Are you on liquid nitrogen? Sup, Mr. Jeffos? Welcome to the stream, my man. Hey, thanks for welcoming him, Cloud Dancer. What a good community we got here. A good community of fanboy bannings, but also very welcoming. It's very contrasting. Oh, so thanks, Steve. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you have to put a note in there if you wanted to say something different than anonymous. Coffee, why do you want Cold War? Just play Warzone, dude. No one's gonna buy you free shit, dude. It's not how the world works. No, you Cammy, you wanna sell your Kingpin to Brad, not to Blood Pearl. Brad's the guy with the do I play Fortnite? No, I do not. What the hell? I think you might be in the wrong stream, my friend. Or I think you might be in the wrong channel. Definitely do not play Fortnite. Okay, yeah, I'll message you after coffee. I am Blood Pearl's. Dude, I suck Blood Pearl's dick all the time, dude. We just don't talk about it. That's part of the contract. Let me just catch up here. You can make an Elmore work with most things, though. Dude, I know what you're saying, Jeffos, but just don't buy EVGA products. Hi, man. Love your content. Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm just trying to catch up on the damn chat here.
Hello, motherfucker.
Oh, you're on a chiller. Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense now. That makes more sense. Yeah, Port Royal on a chiller. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Then if you're on a chiller, then increasing voltage might be okay for you. Maybe 1.2 volts for you, I would say. Maybe not more. But unless you're doing Port Royal. And Port Royal fucking crank that shit, dude. You're not gonna pull any power anyway. The 4x8 on Daisy Chain won't go that high. It won't go to 4400. This might not be true for the MSI Godlike or the Aorus Extreme, though. Maybe if you had one of these motherboards, it might do it. But anything below an 8-layer PCB won't do it. Won't do it. It won't do it, dude. Gifting a sub, it does not give you access to the Discord. Because he paid for it, right? You seem like a good guy, though. I'll give you a Discord link. That don't matter. You just won't have a cool color. You'll just be a bland blue pleb. Yeah, Filthy Saint. There you are. Yeah. That's the guy I was helping the other day. Yeah, he had what the heck did you have, Saint? You had 4x16. It was Micron chips. I think it was a Micron chip I never seen before. He had Dominator fucking, what the hell was it? RGB Plats or some shit? Trash RAM, dude. Fucking garbage. He had like 62 nanoseconds of latency in IDA. Garbage RAM, dude. And then he's returning this. Getting 4 Viper sticks. And so like, he literally is going to save $100 and get way better memory now. You know what I mean? But people don't know that shit, though. Like, you can't follow Linus in the mainstream shit. Just catching up here. Catching up. You got 4400 C16 on 4x8, Brad? Oh, you have a Godlike. Okay. There you go. That's cool, dude. I might buy my wife a Godlike for that reason. That's good to know. That's really good to know. She has a Z490 Aorus Master, and I can only get 4133 on it by 4x8. If the Godlike does 46, what did you 44? Oh yeah, 4400 4x8. I might buy her the Godlike. That might be worth it. That's an expensive fucking motherboard, dude. But like when I came from Z390, and I had 4x8, and I went to the Hero. It did 4,000. It was fucking garbage. I was pissed off. And I was considering getting the Godlike because I wasn't sure. But then I wasn't sure if it would do it, so I didn't get it. But now that I know that you have a Godlike and you've done it, that's compelling. That's very compelling. How much is the Godlike right now? Oh, my wife's home. I gotta go soon. Godlike. Fuck, that's expensive, dude. Holy shit. That is a lot of fucking money for a board, dude. My god. See, am I really gonna spend $720 for an extra 300 megahertz on the RAM? Fuck me, dude. For what, an extra like 5 FPS? Yeah, probably not then. I'm better off just trying to crank the timings down at that point. That's fucking too much money. God, that's a lot of money, dude. Holy shit. That's more than some people's entire builds, dude. That's a lot of money. Oh, your RAM is coming tomorrow, Saint? Good. Yeah, hit me up when you get that. I watched a little bit of your stream the other day too, and Filthy, I found you on Facebook Gaming, and I watched your stream for a couple of minutes, and I was like, it was like a solid 160 FPS. I'm like, I was like, that's my work right there. I like seeing my own work. Hang on. Okay, so 2 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, let's call this. Let's do 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna call this. Hard call it. I need to get the fuck out of here and get some food. Baby? Oh, hi, baby. Are you hungry? You're fine? Okay. Okay, 10 more minutes and we're gonna get out of here. Do you want to say hi to people? You use Buildzoid standard B-die timings? Yeah, me too. They work fine. Same there. Same here. Copy paste that shit. Yeah, dude, $700 US is like somebody's entire paycheck, dude. It's but Coffee, don't worry about how much money somebody else makes, dude. Everyone's in a different position. They're like Coffee. If you're 19 years old, dude, you can't compare your income to somebody who's 40 years old. Don't do it, dude. This person has 21 years of experience on you in terms of how to generate income. You'll get there, man. Just be happy that you're younger than them. You can do so much more, you know. Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It looks cool that us old people can spend this much money, but we were all here at one point too, man. When I was in college and shit, I would fucking eat bowl noodle every fucking day. Like $5 was like the world to me. Like, we've all been there, dude. We've all been there. Don't compare your incomes. Wife reveal at 100k subs? Sure, she doesn't care. Game Rock better and cheaper than the Strix? Maybe. I would just get the cheapest model you can, man. Free life counseling? Yeah, man, the older you get, the more you can counsel younger people. Because you see all the... Again, contrary to popular belief, every human is the same. Everyone goes through the exact same experiences when they're growing up. Everyone has the exact same fucking parental problems, sibling problems, dating problems, job problems. Everyone's the exact fucking same. So, with this in mind, if someone older than you gives you some advice, you should probably take it. Cause you're the exact same as them, and they've been and like, you know how your dad or your parents are always like, I've been in your age, and you're like, fuck you, dad. They can say it a bit better, they can word it a bit better, but you get where they're coming from as you get older. Wow. My wife literally just posted that she loves bowls. Dude, she'll eat an entire fucking bowl, Costco bowl noodle thing in like a week. What's your preferred memory stability test? OCCT for me. Yeah, exactly, Steen. That's why I don't want the 19-year-old guys to donate me money. Don't do it. Like, so Coffee, Chamber, Drake, you guys that are in the Discord that are really young, don't donate me money. You, I don't need it. Like, I would rather you take that money and invest it in yourself somehow to learn how to build a YouTube channel, or learn how to build a proper stream or something like that. You know what I mean? Don't give me your fucking money, dude. I don't need it. Like, if you're that young, invest in yourself. Let the fucking 40-year-old fuckers like Blood Pearl and Steam and shit give me money. And Brad, let those guys give me money, man. Okay, I'm all up on the chat here. You're 18, Brad? Are you serious? You are not 18, dude. Wow, what the fuck? How do you afford all? Okay, I want to just cover this topic before we call this stream. But how did you come across that much money at 18? If it's inheritance or something, that would make sense. But like, did you actually like, how? There's nothing wrong with being a trust fund kid either. If you're an 18-year-old trust fund kid, first, give me money. I need that shit. 2, take all your money, invest in skills for yourself. But give me your money first. But other than that, invest in your skills. I've been working with my dad on weekends for 2 years, cash and summer cash. And I work Monday and Saturday. Oh, okay. That's cool then. Nice. You just gifted Coffee a sub. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Coffee needed a sub. But he's broke ass, so I get it. Thanks so much, Steam. I really appreciate it, dude. I'm sure Coffee appreciates it too. Yeah, Coffee's really appreciative. You couldn't have donated to a better person, to be honest. Yeah, so Brad, if you're actually working for your money and you're learning electrician skills and stuff, that's fantastic, dude. Going into a trade at a young age, so like if you're doing electrician with your dad and you're learning all of those Red Seal skills, I'm not sure if it's Red Seal where you are, learning all those skills, you're learning a trade, you're making a shit ton of money, you get to invest in stuff like computer hardware. But if you're actually working for your money, yeah, don't give me your money, dude. You're probably working really hard for it. Only if you're a trust fund kid, give me your money. Oh, I'm sure Brad makes bank, dude. If he has a fucking godlike, dude, Brad, if you're 18, you can totally simp for me. Just simp away, my man. Give me all that money. Oh, that's the other thing, Karif. The reason why I have so many supporters in the first place is because I provide so much value in my videos. So anytime somebody actually subscribes on the website, the comment is always like, dude, I've learned so much from your videos. Here's 20 bucks or something like that. Because no, that's the whole point of YouTube in general, and social media influencers in general. When you provide value to another human and you ask for nothing in return, that person feels guilty, and by throwing you $20, it makes them feel good to support somebody that taught them so many things, right? That's how the world works. That's the whole point, right? It's just the reason why YouTube and streaming is so lucrative is because I can show shunt mod glue trick, and this potentially has the power to reach hundreds of thousands of people instead of just like your friends and family off social media. So shunt mod glue trick, hundreds of thousands of people, they all give me 20 bucks because that's why that works so well, right? That's the whole premise of social media. Yes, invest in your health too. Get a gym membership. Okay, do not donate me money unless you have a gym membership or you have some form of physical activity. Do that first. No OnlyFans, dude. No OnlyFans. I pretty much OnlyFans for my Discord anyway. Can you return the RAM, Karif? If you can, return it. Warzone was crashing. Yeah, exactly. Dog shit RAM. Okay, guys, it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. Last questions before I call this. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Any last questions? Otherwise, we're gonna call this. It sucks we didn't get to do 6800 XT benchmarks at all. Maybe we'll do that on Tuesday's stream. 6800 XT benchmarks. I don't know how we got off track for fucking. Probably talked about Overwatch for a fucking hour, to be honest. Yeah, we'll do this on Tuesday. I'll download a whole library of games and we'll go through this on Tuesday, and then we'll do some comparisons on Tuesday. And then I just want to see how far ahead the 3090 is, right? Anyway, guys, yeah, I'm going right now.